Thank you for checking out the video. Been holding on to this one for a while because I wasn't quite sure how to make the video. Deleted some of my fish towards the middle section of it because my camera wasn't on. But this is the last weekend of September 2023. Little club tournament, Mobtown Kayak Bass Fishing. Best 5 fish over 12 inches, starting with that Shimano World Pop 69 popper. And gonna see if we can catch a few. And we do. About to get a little guy on top water here. You see the sun starting to come up. Ooh, hooked up with him right there. Just a little fella. But I think he's gonna make for the small fish category. And we'll get a picture of him. A little over 11 inches. Been about 30 minutes after that little guy you just saw. Worked up north a little bit to an area known as the rock pile if you're from here. Working that popper all around the rocks there. Sometimes bait fish likes to congregate in this area, and predator fish like to smack them. This area it holds largemouth, holds pretty much everything. Sometimes stripers, sometimes carp, sometimes catfish, but just working that popper really good around this corner because I know what's down there, and it's usually something pretty good. Oh, what a strike. Let's see what we got. Man, that thing made a big old commotion. Let's see. Feels pretty sizable. It's fighting hard. Oh, it's not a largemouth. We got a little bitty striped bass. It's nothing too monstrous. I've seen them a lot bigger come from this creek, but this is a striped bass. Won't help us in the tournament, but always a good catch. They fight really hard. And getting them unhooked can be a pain because they're strong fish and they like to thrash. These boga grips help us out. Back in the water, and we're going to get back to it. Moved into a little backwater lake and had to take the camera pole down, turn the camera off while I was getting in there, and forgot to turn it back on. So this is like 4 hours after that last section, and I caught a few fish. I've switched over to a chatterbait, and here you can see we have another one. And by this point, I've already got 5 fish for the tournament, but unfortunately, I didn't get them on camera. But I'm going to show pictures of them at the very end. And this little guy will go 14.5. Decent little fish. And this is the only fish you're going to see that I did end up using in the tournament. My smallest fish is 14. Left the lake, heading back towards the ramp. I'm just going to be throwing this chatterbait out along the bank. Just playing around. Already got a decent limit. Just a lot of times when you have wind and current, the fish like to get a little more active, and that's what happens here. Decent little guy, maybe 13.5 inches on the chatterbait. It's a black and blue chatterbait with a green pumpkin trailer, trying to mix it up. Back in the water, little dude. Okay, so this was my second trip with the old BFS setup. If you've watched any of my recent videos, you know I've been using that BFS to death. And here we have one of my original BFS fish. Little bitty largemouth. Caught him off of a Bobby Garland, just a straight-tailed plastic with like a 1/16 ounce head, bouncing it off the bottom. And this is going to be my updated small fish. 9.5 inches. Alright, get this fella back in the water. Yeah, big time. And here we are, just kind of hanging out at the launch, talking to a fellow boater. And I'm about to show you the fish that were not on camera, but I do have the photos from the CPR photo submission. And there you see, 15.25, 15.25, 17.5, little skinny dude, 14 and a half, and then of course that chatterbait fish from back then. Nothing more American than pulling your kayak up with an American flag waving and a random person in the background. Thank you for checking out the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and we did end up getting first in this tournament. I really wish I would have had all of the fish on camera. Would have made for a killer video, but there's always next time. See you on the next one.